Okay, DRF here, and this is a video I'm going to show you an obvious glitch that I found in the 3DS. Okay, so basically this involves transferring firmware, or not firmware, Wi-Fi settings. You might ask why you'd need to if you can just set it up again on another console. Well, basically games like Pokemon games or Mario Kart or anything that gives you a friend code, that friend code is tied to that specific console. So, for example, my DSi XL, as you can see here, is the system that my Pokemon Black and White games are tied to. So, say I wanted to play it on the 3DS. If I were to just put it in there and try to play it, it would give me an error about, oh, you have to transfer your settings or whatever, or you'll lose your friend code. So if I just ignore that and say, well, whatever, lose my friend code, I don't care, it'll basically erase all of my contacts, and everyone who has me as a friend will have to re-add me. So, what you can do instead is go in here to System Settings. On the regular DS, you would just use a game to do this, and you would open up the settings, Internet, Connection Settings. Let's see, no, it's not under this. How do I do this? Options. Okay, Transfer Configuration right here, okay? So, I hit Transfer Configuration. Say if this data is transferred to a Nintendo DS or DS Lite system, your advanced set of information will be lost. Well, I don't have anything like that. That's if you've got routers using, WPA or whatever. Saying yes, that's fine. This, it says if you transfer this system's data will be lost because it'll transfer it. Yeah, okay. So basically, it creates a DS download play. I apologize for the camera being blurry. I have no way of controlling it, unfortunately. So I'll read off anything. So I go over here to download play. And I'll give it a minute. 3DS is always retardedly slow at launching software compared to other ones. Nintendo DS. And let's see, it should see it. Looking for available software download. And I don't know why this is pink. I would love to change it, but since it's actually emulated, it won't let you do that. Say, yes, I want to download it. Downloading, and say transfer to System Danny, and so I name all my systems the same thing. Yes, transfer. Transferring configuration. Do not turn the power off. So, this one will say downloading. And receiving, it'll overwrite this one. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have anything in this one. And it takes a while. Not sure why. It's like a tiny little file that gets sent, but whatever. Okay. And it'll turn the system off, and this one will not do anything. But as you can see, so now there's nothing. It says none for all of these. Okay, so power this off. So, just as an example, now I can take my Pokemon White cartridge here, and I can pop it in the 3DS. I'm trying to do all this with one hand so I can hold the camera. Okay. And turn this back on. And the reason I discovered this was because I had my DSi XL battery got screwed up, and I had to transfer it to my 3DS so that I could actually continue to use the Pokemon Dream World. But and I went to transfer it back. I was in for a bit of a surprise. Stay up, you stupid screen. Why won't that stay like that? Alright, whatever. Okay, I'll skip through all this boring stuff. Come on. Okay, alright. So, launch the C gear, which is a tremendous waste of battery, but I'll use it for now just to show you. Okay, so I go like this, and then let's go to Game Sync. Would you like to save the game? Yes. I was going to save it because they don't let you connect to Wi-Fi without saving. So now I go connecting to Nintendo, and it'll just say connecting to Nintendo Wi-Fi, please wait a moment. Whereas if you do it otherwise, it'll actually say, would you like to reassign your friend code? And yeah, so I'm not going to mess with this. But, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, because unlike the DSi, where you could just quickly tap the home button, or the power button, or turn to the menu, the 3DS is stupid and actually has less multitasking abilities. I mean, yes, you can hit home, but then you manually have to close it and all that dumb stuff, so. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on. So now, we'll go, say I want to transfer it back, so I'll take the, take the DSi XL here, turn it back on. Alright, come on, go away. Alright, so internet settings. So it'll be under here where it says Nintendo DS connections. Click on this. Yes, I don't know why it actually gives you that option, but alright. So we'll go in here, and you'll see this looks like the old DS stuff, right? And you go options, transfer. Can't click on it. It's grayed out. Look at that. Doesn't actually work. You can press it, you're stuck. You can't transfer it back. Connection settings, they do show up there. As you see, it says ready, and you can, I don't need to look at that, but, yeah, you can't transfer your settings back. So now they're stuck on your 3DS, unless you happen to have an old Nintendo DS game lying around. Pokemon White won't work because that's what's considered a DSi game. In other words, it's DSi enhanced, which means if you try to do that, it will just tell you to go use the system menu. So, what I will do is actually grab my trusty flash card, because I don't keep all of my old games around, so I'll use the Ace card here. As you've seen in other videos, I've done reviews of other flash cards, like the Supercard DS2, etc., etc. I could use that too, but let's just use the Ace card for now. So, I'll put this in here. And why did it open the camera? I didn't actually tell it to do that. Okay, and it shows up as some random Japanese game by the Doresu company. I mean, whatever. Okay. They have to do that to make it actually work. And alright, so let's go down to Mario Kart DS. You could use any old game, but Mario Kart's just my favorite for Wi-Fi testing because I know for a fact that it works. But yes, if you've got any old, I think even stuff like Pokemon Diamond, anything that, whoops, I did not mean to go into single player, go back. Anything that came out before the DSi should work. So now, Nintendo WFC settings look familiar, same screen, right? Now, options, oh look, now it's not grayed out. So now I can go transfer configuration. Okay, stop making me read stuff. And now I can go in here, whoops. I can go over to DSF download play. And I can download, see this actually has the blue color that I like because, it actually lets me set that, yay. Stupid 3DS doesn't let you set it. Okay, now it's going to configure, well, transfer or whatever, back to the DSi XL. And yes, it'll overwrite all data, which is not actually there in the first place because I transferred it off of the system. Okay, system will now shut down. And this system will now shut down. Except that the 3DS doesn't actually shut down. It just gives you a freaking prompt to power off, and you have to, yeah. I'm impatient and I don't like waiting for this stupid console to do that. So as you can see, it's actually a bit of a glitch. If you don't have an old DS game lying around and you just have something like Pokemon Black and White, you'll be stuck and unable to transfer your configuration back to another system without having to go get an older console. Or not console, older game rather, like Mario Kart or anything like that. If you have a flash card, then just put an old game like Mario Kart on it, and you'll be able to do it that way. But I don't know why this happens. I think that's something Nintendo needs to fix in a future update, because it's kind of a problem, seeing as how you basically end up trapping your Wi-Fi settings on the 3DS, and you're unable to transfer it back. So I just thought I'd show you this. Some people didn't believe me, and they're like, oh, well, there's something wrong with it. No, there are definitely problems with 3DS, this being one of them. So if you use non-3DS games with Wi-Fi, be careful about transferring your configuration, as you might not be able to get it back. And that's all I have for today. DRF out.